Hello you fans, Matt here, and welcome to a special episode showing off the new Pot of Taboos. In this replay, where I play Sibyls, I go against a Utopia deck. I've been against this duelist before. Just to show you what I'm using Man Juice to search out Territory and Taboo as a ritual fodder, and then summon out as a powerful monster. So at the start of the duel, it doesn't look good at all. So I just start off by trying to search through and then setting out this because I didn't know what my opponent was going to play. But as soon as I saw this, I dreaded Utopia, Zexal, I should mention. So I used Book of Eclipse in order to set his cards as an anti-exceed play. The only thing I thought I could do at this point. And it allowed him to draw 2 cards, unfortunately. That is the problem with this. So I flip summon Manju in order to add the ritual spell. And then I bring out, using the ritual of Sibyl, by tributing Duel as my taboos to summon out Territory. He plays Fiendish to negate Territory, but Territory is a quick effect, so we can chain to this, and I unfortunately set Manju. I should have set one of his other monsters. I then go to normal summon Manju, using his effect to search out another Territory, attack into his monster, but at this point I think I should have activated my Sword of Concealing Light to slow him down even further. Unfortunately I can't use the effect of Territory to resurrect Taboo due to Fiendish Chain. So we continue here. He gets a chance to start and brings out ultimate monsters, and then he goes for the play. Zexal, the king of disrespect in this sense. It's the most horrible card to go against ever. I'd rather go against 3 Cyber Dragon Infinities. At least I know I'm dead. But this stops you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Completely. Yeah, sure, Cyber Dragon Infinity, negation cards. This stops you playing. It's just too broken. So he goes and destroys Territory, and luckily he's good at using shining number 0, Utopic Zexal or Hope Zexal as you like. And he uses it. He's going to chain its effect to my draw, so I don't have any chance to respond except from something like MST or a quick play spell. So I set out Petalith, but it's not going to be worth it. So again, he uses effect. I can't do anything, so I just set Taboos as a defensive monster. But then he goes into, he's going to go into Utopia the Lightning. When Utopia Lightning attacks, no cards can activate until the end of the damage step. Therefore, Taboo's flip effect no longer is in play, and he should. Unfortunately, he right-clicked too fast and didn't destroy it. Not going to be really game-changing at this point. But again, he stops all my plays. He goes for Call the Haunted to resurrect Sacred Crane and goes in for another Utopia play. This is where I thought I was dead. But Utopia Lightning, or Utopia Prime, he gone for that because it's a 3000 defense, he's not going over it without anything. But he should have gone for this really. King Gorgon summons out another Taboo. And once more, another Zexal. I was toying with the idea of using Book of Moon to chain to Zexal or chain to set in one of the cards, but I couldn't. I didn't think it would work. And it wouldn't. So Galaxy Cyclone, so I have to use my Book of Moon here. So I set Utopia Lightning so he flip summon it again. Goblinderberg comes out, drawing another card and bringing out number 101, Silent Hierarch. It's a very powerful defensive monster. And then he goes for Utopic Dragon. He probably, let's see what else. He does have another Utopic Zexal. So it's kind of nice there that he didn't go into Utopic Zexal again. But maybe you can only use that once per duel. Let me check. No. He could have gone to Utopic Zexal, but that's the only way he's going to get over my defense, except from Utopian the Shine, Utopian Lightning. He then makes a misplay here. He attacks with Silent Arc, and he knows the effect of Taboo. So he had to Fiendish Chain himself in order to stop it, and then he's going to attack with the correct target. And I can't get past that, and I take 4,000 damage to the head. I didn't think I was going to come back from this, but luckily I can now play Yu-Gi-Oh! As Utopic Zexal has no other effect. I drew into a Wabaku. I'm using Wabaku as a defense, so monsters flipped face up won't be destroyed. It gives me a little bit more vantage point here. So yeah, I'm using it for that sense. I use Swords of Concealing Light to set everything, and then search out my ritual. And now come forth Tarot Tray, the Sibyl. Sibyl is a very powerful ritual monster. I'm not playing Jinlock, by the way. I would need level 6s to do that. It just complicate things. Plus, I don't like Jinlock personally. I think it's gonna get banned soon. Hope it gets banned soon. But yeah, I go for Sibyl, and I take out one of those units, and I destroy his number 99, Utopic Dragon, because that could get over my monster very easily. I took one of the materials so he couldn't use its effect. And now I use Tarot Tray's effect to summon out Taboo, and he chains Call a Haunted, summon out Utopic Dragon. But the thing is here, he can get rid of the Swords of Concealing Light, but he can't really stop me because I can use this quick effect to set his monsters that he uses. Now is where it comes forth. But the Pot of Taboo, popping all of his monsters and inflicting 2,000 damage, and then I can set it again with Tarot Tray and summon out a second Taboo. My opponent looked like he was going to maybe come back, going for Goblinberg, now going for Kage to Kage, going for XC play with Utopia. I thought another Lightning may come out, and he goes for Astral Force, but I chain Tarot Tray because he was going to go for number 39, Beyond the Hope. If he hadn't gotten for Beyond the Hope and weakened Sibyl to 0 attack points, I would have lost this duel. But I did not. Burst Return at this point is dead. It's better when I have it earlier. I can set Taboo that's in the graveyard easily. So yeah, there's that. And this is where the duel ends. Pot of Taboo versus Tarot Tray to protect and stop at number wall. I attacked for game with Tarot Tray. So yeah, move this up here. Yes, and you can see 7th wall was drawn in 2, but not activated because it's probably drawn through that. I can't remember exactly where that came in, but yeah, or he doesn't actually have an option to do it. Not that, yeah, I used number 101 was the only option you could do it with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this small special episode on Pot of Taboo, this powerful card. Although I only used one of the effects of Taboo, which was its Regeki effect, it has 3 others. One is to draw 2 cards, which is Pot of Greed there. Second is destroy all monsters your opponent controls, which is Regeki, as I said. Third is look at your opponent's hand and shuffle 1 card from it into the deck, which is Trap Dust Dew. And I think on this one, yeah, return all spell trap cards on the field to the hand. So yeah, that wouldn't have helped because I would have given 2 Call of Haunteds and a Fiendish Chain. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to be in a better position. I had Wabaku set all that time just to protect my King Girl. Queen Gnome of the Sibyl, which is an amazing card, able to summon out Taboo easily. But I used Tarot Tray this time to bring it out. So hopefully I'll be doing probably a deck profile or something like this when I get the deck sorted, and yeah, you'll be able to see how powerful Taboo can be. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, this small episode to showcase Taboo, and Utopic Zexal, how you can actually get over it. You have to wait the duel out and hope they don't have a second one they go into. Which was not fun to go against. Trust me, I didn't want to upload this until it turned into an actual good duel. Beforehand, just horrible field. I didn't feel good after that until I was able to reclaim glory with territory. So yeah, please comment below if you do want to see this deck, or if you want to see more of the Sibyls or more of Taboo. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I will have a lot of content on my channel, usually OCG decks and TCG decks, playing through and deck profiles. It's quite a lot of stuff, and I usually upload a video a day about that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Matt Durant signing out.